Hey everyone, Tony here, JP Wisco back with another video for you. So today I just want to show you guys a couple great Green Bay Packers cards that I've picked up. And then I also want to do a little contest, so stay tuned if you want to do the contest to hear all about it. But first the cards. So first up I've got this 1998 Stadium Club Chrome Refractor of Brett Favre. This is one I picked up recently for quite cheap. Again, it's one of those cards where I'm like, well, the hobby doesn't have to be super pricey. I think Favre, is kind of in the middle of like some kind of potential scandal involving like his startup and government money or something. Man, you know what they say, never meet your heroes. But enough of that. It's a pretty cool card, and you know it's a 8 PSA 8, so that means it's garbage, and that means you can just get it for a real nice price because nobody wants the 8s. You got to have the 10 on there. I'm more than happy to buy at those prices. So next up, I've got a spectacular vintage card that has become one of my absolute favorite cards in my collection. And that is a 1963 Cons Wieners Bart Starr. So this is quite a hard-to-come-by card. I believe the PSA population on this is 20. Interestingly enough, only one of that population of 20 is graded less than a 5. So I don't know, people got their hands on some pretty spectacularly clean copies of this card. Mine I'm perfectly happy with. It looks about what you'd expect. It's got the hot dog grease on the back there. So really spectacular Bart Starr. I would have to say one of his rarer cards in existence. Okay, so that's it for the cards. So now, guys, I want to do a little contest. This is kind of just a spur-of-the-moment whim kind of thing I just felt like doing. So what I want you to do is I want you to tell me who you think is the all-time greatest Green Bay Packers quarterback. Now, I don't think it's too arguable that the Packers have the greatest trio of franchise quarterbacks of any, NFL team. I mean, the Cowboys, yeah, you got Staubach and Aikman. I mean, the Steelers have, Terry Bradshaw and Big Ben. But I mean, that's 2, right? And then, of course, you've got the Colts with Johnny Unitas and Peyton Manning. But again, that's 2. I mean, the Cowboys, if you add Tony Romo in there, that's a pretty good trio. But really, the Packers, I mean, with Bart Starr, Brett Favre, and Aaron Rodgers, it's kind of hard to argue, right? So what I want you to do is tell me again who you think is the best Packers quarterback. And I would urge you to give it a little bit of thought. So don't give a knee-jerk reaction. I think nowadays the knee-jerk reaction would be to say Aaron Rodgers. Well, Aaron Rodgers is the best Packers quarterback ever. I mean, look at his numbers. And I think, of course, you can make a good argument for Aaron Rodgers, right? My point is that I think all 3 of them, I think you can actually make a pretty good case for. So I would urge you in particular to think about the era in which they played. So remember, when Bart Starr played, Bart Starr, if you look at the surface numbers, and you see that he's got the most sort of lukewarm numbers of the 3, but Bart Starr played in his era, right? And for a time, you know, linemen couldn't block with their hands and, you know, all this other stuff. So it's not like today, right? And of course, Aaron Rodgers has the best numbers on paper, but he plays now during this sort of insane quarterback era where everybody and their brother is throwing 4,000 yards, right? And then there's Brett Favre, who's kind of in the middle, right? Brett Favre did not play most of his career in, like, the current quarterback era. So I'll just say, remember, actually, if you don't remember, Brett Favre had statistically one of his greatest seasons late in his career with the Vikings, but it was during the current era. So just keep that in mind, right? So I mean, with Favre, you know, you've got an argument there. I think 3 MVPs, 3 consecutive. So he's the only one who won consecutive MVP, 3 consecutive MVPs. You know, he's kind of the Lou Gehrig, Cal Ripken of football, right? He's the Iron Man. He didn't miss a start for the Packers. After he took over Majkowski, he didn't miss a start until he moved on from the Packers from, you know, 1992 to like 2007 or whatever, right? So there is that, and I think that's a special part of Favre's legacy, right? So you know, again, give it some thought, consider the era in which they played, and tell me who you think is the best Packers quarterback. And if you can, please show me some Packers cards. So if you have Packers cards, just show some Packers cards. I'd love to see them. Any and all Packers cards you have. If you don't have any Packers cards, if you're like a hardcore Bears fan or something, I understand. You don't have to show Packers cards, and you can still do a video response, but I would like to see Packers cards if you can show them. So anyway, let's the prize here. I'm gonna put $25 in your PayPal to the winner drawn randomly. Let's say I'll give you 2 weeks. So let's say the 21st. We'll do. Okay, fine. We'll do 2 weeks ish. So it'll be the 20th of April. At 11:59 p.m. your video is due, so that gives you about 2 weeks. So April 20th at 11:59 is when it's due. So we'll do that. $25 into your PayPal. And here's another rule I'm going to do. So the $25, you have to put it towards, and I hope nobody gets too, like, upset about this. Well, probably not, but you have to put the funds toward a Packers card. So, you know, $25, either buy a Packers card or use that 25 to sort of help fund the purchase of a Packers card. And then you have to make a video and you have to show me the Packers card that you bought or helped buy with the money. So, all right, guys. Well, that's all I got for you as always. Thanks for watching. Peace and good luck. I'm looking forward to your videos.